welcome to myglutenfreecooking.com. Our mission here is to make your recipes gluten-free. Going gluten-free can be extremely overwhelming, especially when you feel like you have to redo everything you ever eat. That is not true. You don't have to go out and redo everything and get brand new recipes all the time. You don't have to go out and buy a ton of really expensive cooking books so that you can cook gluten-free. You can take your recipe and make it gluten-free. Now, here are some of the main things that I use to make my things gluten-free. These are my favorite products. I tend to use Pamela's and Bob's Red Mill. Those are the two brands that I find are the easiest for me. A lot of the gluten-free books that you might have bought or you might be looking at will tell you buy tapioca flour, buy this flour, buy that flour, and you're going to be buying 10 flours, and you're going to be using about a cup of each. You're going to have them all sitting away, and it's going to be really, really annoying because you have all these different flours that you're using, and it can be overwhelming. Plus, not to mention, it's really expensive to buy all those flours. Some of them are going to cost $10 for a pound. That's ridiculous. What I do is I buy the Pamela's flour. I buy it all on Amazon.com. Now, let me tell you the reason I do that. Amazon.com has them for cheaper than any store. So you could go to Whole Foods or any type of Whole Food store, buy one bag, and you're going to be paying about twice as much at Amazon to buy 3. So use Amazon. Really, it's shipped straight to your door. 3 bags of it, you're going to be good for a while. You're buying in bulk. You're paying a little more at the front, but it's a lot cheaper in the long run. And the great thing about these is that these flours are blended flours. So you already have all the different types of flours in it that are really easy to use. Now, just a warning to make sure you understand all of this. The baking flour, the pancake and baking flour that we have here, it's my favorite. I use it for literally everything except for breads. It's, like I said, it's amazing, but it does have almond flour in it. So if you have anyone in your family that is allergic to nuts, you can't use this flour. We discovered that with my sister-in-law, so we had to throw this out. We had to find another gluten-free, nut-free flour. Yes, our family does that. So we do the Bob's Red Mill all-purpose flour. This does not have any nuts in it. It's gluten-free. It's actually a really well-rounded flour, and I have a friend that's actually allergic to rice. I can use this flour for her stuff too, because it doesn't have any rice in it. If you ever get tired of eating rice, go ahead and with this. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest, as much as I love this flour, it doesn't taste quite as good as or as normal as the Pamela's flour. It's a really great substitute. It has the same texture as normal flours. You're not going to have any texture difference in your baking, but it's not going to taste the same as the Pamela's. So the Pamela's is a little better flavor, but this does just as well, and it's nut-free and rice-free. So that's those. Now, for a lot of like pie crusts and things like that, cheesecake crusts, you're going to need like chocolate cookies. It's really a lot of effort to go through and make the chocolate cookies, get them as crunchy as you need them to be, and then to make your crust. Pamela's has this amazing chocolate cookie. I absolutely love these. I actually have to not open them because I'll eat the whole bag. But they're actually wheat-free, gluten-free, and dairy-free. So if you have dairy sensitivity, these are great. They taste really, really good. They're really great for any pie crusts you need that are chocolate pie crust, things like that. You can go out and buy these. They're a little bit more expensive unless you buy them on Amazon.com, and then it's a lot more reasonable. So these are really, really good. Pretty much any of the baked goods from Pamela's are good. I haven't found one yet that I haven't liked and haven't thought was really tasty. Now here's this bread flour. This is if you want to just make a bread really easily, really quickly without having to think about it too much. This bread flour is great. It comes with a yeast in it. Again, it's Bob's Red Mill. And you can buy this again in bulk at Amazon.com. This is great if you want things like a sourdough bread, or you want a flavor kind of more like a French bread, or you want a sandwich bread. It's really easy, really fast. So this is a great one for that. If you want to make any of your normal breads, let's say you like to make banana bread or dinner rolls or things like that that are your favorites, zucchini bread, you're going to want to get the Pamela's bread flour. This is absolutely amazing. It does exactly what you need it to do. You just replace it directly for whatever flour you need in the normal recipe. Like I said, it's just a 1-to-1 ratio. Really fast, really easy. So this is great for those. Now, one of the things I missed the most was pizza. And you can find pizza at a lot of places like BJ's, and you can find it in the freezer aisle of a lot of Whole Food stores. But it's thin crust pizza, and I don't know about you, but I really, really like having a thick crust pizza every once in a while. Thin crust is great, but thick crust is amazing. So I actually make my own pizza, and I use this, again, the Bob's Red Mill. It comes with yeast already in it. Tastes so good. I actually had friends who would request for me to make pizza because they loved it so much, and part of it is the crust. So I'll be making this one video. I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy, really, really fun. You put like a million toppings on it and it tastes really good. Really great for parties because people love it and nobody can tell it's gluten-free. So that's really easy to get. It comes with a yeast packet already inside, so you don't have to worry about buying yeast. Now that I'm talking about yeast, some people say that yeast is not gluten-free. Yeast is naturally a gluten-free ingredient. So you don't have to go out and find a yeast that says gluten-free on it. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Just buy that normal yeast that you buy and take it. Now, if the yeast packet comes in something that's with normal flour, you're not going to want to use that because there's a possibility of cross-contamination. You don't want that. But if you're just buying it at the store, no big deal, just buy it.